Chapter 179, God-Slaying Sword Technique. Yi Wenjian was still looking down at both sides of the battle. When he saw San Shi emerge from the blood river again, his eyes turned even colder. This fellow's methods were too strange. He felt that the clone or incarnation just now was very similar to his main body. Even he did not know of such a strange cultivation technique, so how did this fellow obtain it? The gloomy middle-aged man killed the other party with another strike, but he didn't feel any sense of accomplishment. Stop playing tricks. Let's see how many doppelgangers you can have. He sneered and transformed into the Golden Battle King. He held his sword with both hands and charged towards the blood river alone. With a single strike, a portion of the blood river was torn apart. It could be seen that the Golden Divine Body was indeed very powerful. This person's cultivation was only at the beginning stage of the Golden Core realm, but his strength was even stronger than some ordinary genius cultivators at the intermediate stage of the Golden Core realm. Unfortunately, the stronger he was, the better it was for San Shi. The sharp domineering sword Qi sliced apart San Shi's figure, but the blood river did not weaken at all. Soon, another blood shadow charged out. San Shi discovered that after combining the demonic blood transformation technique with the clone technique and the blood river dharma treasures, it was very difficult for others to figure out his exact situation. Basically, no matter how he died, he did not have to worry that this person would discover his secret. Even if they sensed that something was wrong, they would attribute it to his methods being strange. In the bloody light, San Shi took the initiative to be killed by the other party with his sword. Fortunately, this guy had a strong physique and had cultivated some kind of sword technique. His close combat attack was powerful. Otherwise, even if he did not set up his defense, it would be difficult for the other party to kill him with one strike. However, on the 8th try, along with the number of deaths he had accumulated from the Spider Emperor, his body had reached the limit of its level. His physique transformed once again and became a mid-grade diamond spirit body. Even without using any defensive means, the toughness of his body had increased significantly. When he went to court death again, the latter's sword was stuck, unable to cut him cleanly in half. Yo, you don't have any strength left. Your combat strength is not that good. San Shi smiled as blood red light surged. This was the power of the quasi-numinous artifacts, the blood river, constantly corroding the other party. Ignorant fool, it'll let you taste the power of the Yi family's bloodline. A cold light flickered in his dark eyes. The blood of this middle-aged man called Yi Fengshan boiled, and a violent nomological power was released like a volcano. Boom! Thivoi trembled, and his hair fluttered. His strength increased greatly, and with a tearing sound, San Shi was drowned by the sword beam. Godslayer, an earth-shattering sword or erupted. Many people's hearts trembled. San Shi, who was locked onto, felt as if his soul was about to split apart. A cold light flashed, and he was cut in half. A rain of blood immediately scattered down. The terrifying sword aura turned San Shi into bloody foam. Even the blood river cracked, leaving deep sword marks on the ground. Fengshan, is there a need to do that? He was just deliberately enraging you. That's right, using both the bloodline power and the god-slaying sword technique is too draining. Regarding these demonic scums, there's no need to waste your energy to take him on alone. Just kill him together with the others. The others felt that Yi Fengshan was too impulsive. Until now, they still did not think much of San Shi. Yi Fengshan was not in the mood to care about his clansmen who only knew to talk but not act. On the contrary, he took a glance at the direction of his attack in midair with a solemn expression and looked at the rapidly recovering blood river. Then, his pupils constricted when he saw San Shi appear. He knew that the one he had painstakingly killed just now was still a fake. The Yi family members who had just spoken immediately shut up. For a moment, the atmosphere was strangely quiet and everyone was a little shocked. This guy had only just formed his gold core, but he was actually unscathed when the Yi family's gold core king activated his bloodline power and used his sword technique divine power. He also seemed to be in good condition. When Lu Youayu saw San Shi fighting with the Yi family, she could not help but look at her father. Ignore him. Lugia's tone was not too good. This blood-robed old ghost was a little disorganized and disciplined. It was impossible for him to go over and help now. Otherwise, could it be that he had to fight with the Yi family? If he is willing to return with the spiritual soul and hand it over to the sect, then I will be willing to help him." Mountain Moving Dao said. He was very interested in the spiritual soul that Sanshi had obtained. It could help him cultivate. "Oh, this blood-robed old ghost is quite good at attracting enemies. Looks like it will be much faster for us to retrieve his body. We might be able to complete the contract here," Suqian of the Heavenly Corpse sect teased. Ying Kun seemed to be lost in thought as he said, "This fellow is quite clear about the situation of this medicinal field. Has not simple. Luju valued the treasures in the Hallmore and did not let anyone help Sanshi. Your eyesight is a little bad. You can't even find my main body, yet you want to kill me." Sanshi mocked and continued to provoke the other party. If he did not provoke Yi Fengshen like this, he might need to be slashed a few times before he could die. It would then be easy for others to notice that something was wrong. Then he'll destroy your disgusting blood river. The Yi family's martial king, Yi Fengshen, could not take down Sanshi in a short period of time. He could not hide his angry emotions and turned to look at Sanshi's Dharma treasure. From his point of view, the reason why nothing happened to Sanshi every time was because of the blood river. He rushed into the blood river, wanting to find the main body of this Dharma treasure to attack. Seeing that he did not have much strength left to kill him, Sanshi attacked directly, and they came into contact again. Boom! After the collision, Yi Fengshen, who was holding his sword, hurriedly retreated. Blood kept flowing out of his mouth. He was actually sent flying by Sanshi's punch and looked miserable. Swoosh! The latter's expression changed drastically. He was extremely embarrassed and angry. He was an elite of the Yi family and a famous martial king in Great Jing, but he had been beaten to such a state by a demon who had just recovered. Boom! Similarly, out. Golden light emanated from Sanshi's fist and he lashed over. As his fist landed, the ground shook and Yi Fengshen dodged in a sorry state. The others were surprised. They did not expect Yi Fengshen, who had been so imposing just now, to end up like this. Sanshi's eyes were cold. He might not even have a nascent soul with a mid-grade spirit body. Combined with his footwork and palm techniques, his close combat ability was even more terrifying than his opponents. Boom! 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 In just a few collisions, the dharmic powers on Yi Fengshen's body were dispersed. Just as Sanshi was about to blow this fellow up, suddenly, a stream of pure nomological power landed. With a bang, Sanshi was forced back, leaving a fissure on the ground. "Old thing, how dare you attack as you wish? Do you have any shame?" Yuan-san was impatient. "Don't worry, I'm not interested in bullying the weak though. Don't waste time anymore. Let's attack together and kill him." In the next second, four more powerful forces appeared on the scene. The blood river surged and the blood-seeker light was constantly torn apart. Sanshi laughed. Good timing. The phantom image step could produce 3 phantom images, and the phantom image technique had an additional clone. In an instant, several blood shadows appeared in the blood light. The sword techniques of the 4 people surrounding him were powerful. His clone was cut into pieces by their joint efforts, and his main body suffered the same fate. However, a few seconds later, Sanshi launched another ferocious attack again. When Yi Fengshen saw that Sanshi was getting stronger and stronger, he felt uneasy. Why was this blood-robed old ghost's foundation deeper than the Yi family's elite? Finish him off. The golden nomological power in Yuan Han's palm jumped, ready to attack at any time. As for the fact that a nascent soul cultivator like him was bullying a golden core cultivator, he no longer cared if word got out.